Media Day Money in the Bank in Toronto with the one and only LA Knight. LA, I need to ask you, and I want to start off with this. Your career, you could use the word perseverance, and you finally get this WrestleMania match in Philly against AJ Styles.
Sure.
What was going through your head before you were coming out of Gorilla, going out to the ring?
Another night at the office, and I don't say that to kind of downplay it, but in all honesty, another night at the office. There's not really a time in that moment for me anyway. Maybe for other people, I don't know. It just doesn't work that way for me to kind of step back and do that. Because for me, I got to go out there, I got to do the business at hand, and then maybe when it's over, maybe I can think about it and be like, oh, hey, that was cool. But yeah, another night at the office.
How was it going through? You look at the roster and it's stacked, and the return of The Rock and CM Punk, and with all the Sharks and everyone competing. Is that the type of environment you want to be in, where hey, every day I got to give it my all?
I don't know how else to do this. There's never been another way for me to do this. No matter what company I was in, no matter where I was working, I always did it like I was on the top stage, in my opinion. Maybe people don't agree with that. Maybe some people look at me and they go, you suck, pal, and that's okay. But as far as I'm concerned, for what I do, the way I do it every single time like I'm on that stage with 100,000 people in the place, with millions of people watching me around the world. So yeah, for me, am I going to put my all in on the small show, on the big show? Bet your ass.
Professionally and just personally, the tribute that you gave Bray Wyatt, was that one of the hardest things you've had to do when it comes to wrestling?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I had to do something similar to that with Percy Pringle, William Moody. Most people probably know him as Paul Bearer, about 11 years ago. And so I had kind of drawn on that in a certain way, where it was like I needed to go out and talk about him while also keeping the business moving and not disrespecting in the same time. So finding that happy medium, I needed to ask for a lot of freedom. Hey, if I'm going to do this, I need to do it this way, and let me just go out there and riff. And thankfully, they were able to let me do that, and that's what I did. And I think we came out with a pretty good thing. And for me, there was a lot of meaning behind that, because I mean, again, that was one of my pretty much a major turning point for me, where it was like, all right, sink or swim. I can either go here and just be a guy who's just in a thing, or I can be a guy who's going to make a real impression with another guy who was a major mainstay in the business, and that's what we did.
Last question. A lot of New York Knicks fans want to know, are you training Jalen Brunson? Can we see a tag match? And the environment in New York, it was the loudest I've ever heard in Madison Square Garden.
I can't let you in on any secrets, but never say never. I'll just put that out there.
Crazier things have happened in the business. Good luck this week in LA Knight. Thank you so much for the time.
Dude, thanks for having me. It's Money in the Bank. Yeah.